Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm explaining how music and personal property work inside the prison system. Every facility operates a little differently, with some being stricter than others. Some maximum security prisons allow TVs in cells, and some even allow musical instruments like guitars. In Coxsackie, we had 3 holes in the wall where you could plug in your headphones, which you can buy at commissary. Each hole had a different station you can plug into: rock, hip-hop, and Christian music. I always kept mine on the hip-hop station because that was what I related to. Having grown up in New York, in certain jails, you can buy a cassette player from the commissary, or someone on the outside can purchase one. Back in my day, we had a company called RadioShack. They were one of the companies that could ship directly to your prison. The COs would inspect the Walkman before handing it over to you. I would then borrow cassette tapes from inmates, and eventually, I built up my own collection, including it was written by Nas, The Eminem Show, and Mobb Deep's The Infamous. I remember listening to the song Survival of the Fittest, preparing myself for any trouble. But after listening to the same cassette all day, every day, you eventually start swapping them with other inmates. One day, I swapped the only 3 cassette tapes I had for some freestyle music tapes. I quickly realized freestyle music focuses on love, relationships, and breakups, bringing vivid daydreams into my mind. I would close my eyes, envisioning my case being dropped or getting bailed out, then picking up my girlfriend in a red Lamborghini and taking her to dinner. I'd hand my keys to the valet, and they'd treat us like VIP guests the moment we arrived. It was all just a fantasy in my head, but it kept me motivated to get home and make it a reality. I realized the power of music. It gave me courage when I needed it most and helped my mind escape jail. During my first few days in a maximum security prison, I would glance into other inmates' cells, looking for ideas on how to set up my own. I remember passing by one cell that looked like a lounge. The guy had posters on his walls and music playing out loud. I told myself, that's how I want my cell to look. The whole cell was the color burgundy, and he had towels draped everywhere, even on the floor. Other colors were available, but I wanted to get what the older guys had in their cells. In upstate New York prisons, you're only allowed to have colors that aren't associated with gangs. That means you can't have clothing or fabrics in colors like red for Bloods, blue for Crips, or yellow for Latin Kings. It took a while before I started collecting towels from inmates leaving, or having my family bring me some on visits. Eventually, I made my cell look just as good as the one I'd seen before. I had towels all over the floor like carpet, and I hung pictures I found in catalogs. Since we didn't have Scotch tape, we used toothpaste as an adhesive. I later figured out how he was playing music so loud. He rolled a piece of paper into a cone, placed the headphones at the tip, and tied a string to it. Then he put the cone at the bottom of an empty trash bucket to amplify the sound. To this day, I still listen to those albums, and every time I do, it takes me back. Appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe.